Hey, in this video we're going to cover the 9 steps I propose for writing an essay, typically an academic essay, and you'll notice these steps go through the writing process. Let's go through them together. I suggest using this checklist for every time you write an academic essay. First step, understand the question or the assignment. What is being asked of you to do? Right? Is it a 500-word essay? Is it a 10-page essay? What is the question or the prompt? And what are they asking for, right? So if you spend more time trying to understand what the task is, you're going to waste less time later, right? Not focusing on something that's irrelevant to the task, and you can focus your energy on what's being asked of you to do. Once you kind of understand the question, then we want to brainstorm. And this step is really important because we want to make sure that our ideas that we're brainstorming or coming up with or generating match the assignment or the task, right? Don't forget that step of brainstorming. It is possibly one of the most important. Step number 3, drafting the thesis statement. So the thesis statement is one sentence that summarizes the entire essay. Right? The entire argument of the essay. The thesis statement is really important. It's your focal point of where you're going with your essay. But just a note, in the draft, it will change, right? As you move through your outline and writing the essay, you will very likely come back to your thesis statement and change it somehow. And that's okay. We want that. Step 4, based on your thesis statement, we need a plan. We call this plan your outline. It is the plan for organizing the steps you'll take to make your argument in your essay. Each section of your outline represents one paragraph, and each paragraph should be about only one topic. That one topic should support your thesis statement's argument. And from your outline, you can then see, oh, this point that I'm trying to make, it doesn't support my thesis statement. I can take it out. Your outline will change over time, and we want it to change so you can get exactly the outline that you want, the plan you want, and fine-tune your ideas. Step 5 is writing the paper, draft 1, draft 2, draft 3, and that first draft will always be bad, right? It is never perfect the first time, and that is why we have this process of the writing process. It takes many steps. We want that first paper to be bad. That means that that first draft, that means that you're working through your ideas and getting them down, but that will change over time. Right? So draft 2, it gets a little bit better. Draft 3, it gets a little bit better. I suggest writing your first draft like you might a 30-minute test essay task like TOEFL or GRE, where you sit down, you set a timer, and you begin to fill in parts of your outline as quickly as you can. Don't pay attention to language, just get your ideas down on paper. I'll demonstrate that in a later video. Number 6 is doing the draft 1, draft 2, draft 3. So revisit steps 2, 3, 4, and 5 at least 3 times, right? At least 3 times so that you get the best draft towards the end. We're going to look at, so step 7 is where we get into the academic part of writing an essay. Notice it's at the end of this process. We want to make our argument first, and after we've made our argument, we're going to look for other people's ideas to support our ideas. We cannot integrate sources until we know what questions we're asking. We can't do research until we have research questions. This is the near to last step of the drafting process of that essay, after you already have your ideas on paper. Notice step 8, what is the second to last step? This is when you look at your language at the end of the process. So check your grammar at the end of your essay writing process, because what if you spend hours getting the perfect language or perfect grammar for a certain paragraph that later you decide that you need to delete because it doesn't support your thesis statement? You wasted a lot of time focusing on language. So save that language focus till the end. Do a grammar check when you feel like you're done. right? And finally, we want to check our formatting. Formatting is how it looks and how it appears. There are many style guides for formatting for academic papers. Typically, we're going to use the APA style. It depends on your field, but this is where we kind of check how it looks and check that we've done all the rules to follow our formatting guide. This is the last thing we'll do. These are the 9 steps I think everyone should follow when writing an academic research paper. Good luck.